Hey, welcome to this edition of City Lights. And like always, at least I hope and pray that today we're going to give you some information that is going to be a blessing to you. At least that is our mission here with each and every show. The book that I hold in my hand, the author of this book is here, Pastor Pastor Lancaster. He's going to come and talk to us about his ministry as well as this book, and we'll tell you all about the book a little bit later. Stay with us. Don't touch that dial.
Elegance at the Cotton Patch Boutique, 217 East Hanover, New Baden, Illinois. Give Sue Cotton a call at 618-588-7754. We can design and create and make the look that you want. Your complete wedding needs is our specialty, including tuxedo rental. Our prices are delightful. Our business hours, Monday through Friday, 9 till 6, Saturday, 9 till 3. When you want what you want, remember the Cotton Patch Boutique, where we make our statement with style. Give us a call at 618-588-7754.
At City Lights, we do all DVD, cassette, CD, and video transfers and reproduction too. Our graphic artists will give your business the image it deserves. We'll design the business cards, flyers, brochures, business profiles, or marketing packages that's just right for you. City Lights. And we're located in the Central West End. Call us today, 371-4222. City Lights, your one-stop gospel shop for video production and advertising.
And welcome to this edition of City Lights. I'm your host, Ruth Starr, and I'm really happy to have with me today Pastor Lancaster. As I stated earlier, he is the author of the newly published book, or actually republished book, Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God. Pastor Lancaster, welcome to the show finally. It's a blessing to have you here.
Thank you.
Welcome. Tell me this, before we even get into the book, tell us about your ministry.
My ministry, I am a pastor of the Master Revival Sons of God Fellowship Ministry. I have a ministry that not just a pastor, but I have a evangelistic ministry.
Okay.
And I reach a lot of places, a lot of people. And I love talking to different peoples of all ages.
Okay, and you've been a pastor for how long?
At this time, about...
Many years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This is actually a question that I love to ask because I know that as we grow older, and once we come to know the Lord, and as we grow in the Lord, there was at some point in time that we didn't do better because we didn't know any better.
Okay.
And so my question to you is, what is it that actually transpired in your life at whatever age? Maybe you were a young adult, maybe you were super young, but at whatever age that something happened to say you're not walking where you should be, you need to be in the will of God, and you surrendered your life to God.
That was at the age of, actually 12-year-old.
Wow.
I knew I had to make a change in my life.
At 12 years?
Yes, 12-year-old.
How about that?
And I didn't know who God was. I heard about God, but I didn't understand that it was this high being.
Okay. And so at 12 years old, was it something that happened to you that confirmed that that's where you needed to be? Or was it something that happened that said, hey, you're kind of not in the right place, but you need to kind of find the right place? And then you started seeking God.
I found, actually my mother and my father inspired me.
Okay.
They told me about the Lord. And I knew there was something in my life that was not right.
Okay.
And I knew that I needed help in order to deal with this physical society.
Okay. And so now you've written a book in the midst of being a pastor, and in the midst of your ministry, you actually wrote the book several years ago.
Yes.
And you have kind of like revived the book as of now.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us the name of the book again.
The title of my book is called The Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God.
Okay. What was it that inspired you or motivated you, or maybe perhaps it's something you always wanted to do, was to write a book?
Actually, well, when I was a little boy at the age of 13-year-old, I the Lord spoke to me and was dealing with me concerning some things that was in the church system.
Okay.
And I get in my Bible and I study and I find out that a lot of things that the church system was teaching was not what God was saying in the spirit realm to me.
Okay. 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 We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to kind of get into the book and get into the purpose and the meaning of the book as well. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to take a break. Hold your seat. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God, an all-encompassing piece of literature to awaken your understanding to the powers that lives within you. Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God is designed to send you on a supernatural journey. Find answers to all your questions. Did God create all things? What is the mark of the beast? I dare you to go boldly where no man has ever gone before, in the mind of the creator of all things. Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God, written by Pastor Stevie Lancaster, on sale at Borders Books and the Word Christian Bookstore. And we're back at City Lights once again, and today we're talking to Pastor Lancaster, the author of the book Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God. Pastor Lancaster, just before the break, we were talking about kind of like the purpose of the book, and what I'd like to know is, what is it that you want your readers to get from the book? When they finish reading the book, if nothing else but new wisdom as to the Word of God, and of course, the mind of God.
What I want my readers, when they finish reading the book, I want them to understand the way that God see life, the way that God see people, and the way that He thinks.
Okay. Or maybe the way, in the midst of the way God thinks, maybe for them to see the way that God made people, the intention of how He's made people.
Right.
And then, that's pretty profound when you say hidden secrets of the mind of God. That's pretty profound.
Yes, it is.
Because the Word tells us that His ways are not our ways.
That's right.
His thoughts are not our thoughts. So He doesn't do things. He doesn't even do things the way we think about doing them or the way we would do them.
Right.
I actually refer to the Lord as an architect. I just say He's the greatest architect because He architecturally designed, when you just think about it, you can think about things that happened in your life, but all those things had to happen for you to get to the point where you are right now, sitting here in that chair with this book that you've written, and for you to be where you are with Christ. And so it takes a designer to design that. The good things that have happened, the joyful things that have happened, even the things that happen in our life that might not feel good to us and that we don't too much like. But there are things that have to happen in order to get us where God wants us. Isn't that awesome?
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. So when you think about that and then you relate back to your book, and we're talking about the hidden secrets of God.
Amen.
I don't know if this is a fair question, but can you give me a secret or two?
Yes. First, I like to say this,
Okay.
that when you say hidden, the reason why I wrote the book and I named it Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God, because a secret is something that everybody don't know about.
Okay.
And there are some things about God that He don't reveal to everybody. And what make it a secret? Because if you're carnal, you won't understand the thing of the spirit realm.
Right.
So that's what make it a secret, when you don't understand. If you're thinking like man.
Okay. Kind of like reading and seeing, well, kind of like seeing from a whole total different eye.
Yes.
And not seeing it for what it is.
That's right.
And of course, we know the carnal mind and the spiritual mind, walking in the spirit, you kind of tend to view things and you get a whole total different definition for
Right.
life.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. That's awesome. So, what was it that happened, or what inspired you to write the book?
Well, when I,
And let me say this, when I ask you that, it only takes my thoughts back to, the scrolls, and when the scrolls was written in that, of course, it's not you sit down and plan and say, okay, on this day I'm going to write a book and I'm going to call it this. I guess it's fair to say that you're spiritually motivated.
yeah, but actually when I was little, I didn't, at the age of 13, actually I didn't know what I was writing.
You wrote this book when you were 13?
I started when I was 13 year old.
Writing this book?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to pick up right there when we come back. We're going to take another break. You don't want to miss this. It's for your ears only. You keep us locked. We'll be right back.
Wow, I wish I could own a home like that one day. How?
Go with C.D. Adams Financial 100% financing, purchase and refinance, cash out, and debt consolidation.
I'm Corey Adams. To get finance for your piece of the American dream, give us a call today.
They just want it. But you've got to hold on. Hold on. God.
And we're back at City Lights today talking with Pastor Lancaster. Pastor Lancaster, before the break, you had reiterated to me that you actually started this book
Yes.
at age 13.
Yes.
Okay. So approximately how many years did it take you to complete it? I'm thinking that it's a book that you started maybe 5-10 years ago.
Oh no. It took many years because I had kind of stopped,
Okay.
and I began to study the Word of God,
Okay.
and God began to reveal to me more. As
Okay.
He revealed those secret things, I began to start writing again. Uh, 2 or 3 months later, that sometime would be about a year.
Okay.
So
Okay.
actually, I stopped at the age of, I would say, about 40.
Okay. So is it fair to say then right now that maybe perhaps the book isn't completed?
No, it's not.
Maybe this is just the first phase
Yes, it is.
of the book.
I don't think it'll ever be finished.
Okay. And so as you, in the revision that you just did you add to what was there before?
Actually, I didn't add to it, but what I did, I revised the book
Okay.
and made it more clear,
Okay.
where people that's in a lower level,
Okay.
level
Spiritually.
that's right, spiritual of thinking,
Okay. Okay.
so that they can understand it.
Okay. Okay. So you're continuing to write then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So your book is on sale,
Yes.
and it is on sale at a couple of the bookstores here locally.
Yes.
You want to tell the viewers where it's on sale?
It's on sale at the Word Christian Bookstore
Okay.
in East St. Louis,
Okay.
and also is on sale at Borders Bookstore.
Okay. Any borders are?
It's going to be any Borders.
Okay.
We get them all over.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Very well. So the book has been offered for quite a while now, and there's been a lot of people that have read the book. What type of
Yes.
feedback have you gotten?
Well, I got some good feedback.
Have you?
Yes.
Tell me about some of it.
One woman, she read the book and she said she couldn't put the book down.
Okay.
She was a Catholic,
Okay.
and she was very touched by the book.
Okay.
And I met another young man. He read the book and said, "I've been knowing you for many years, but when I got into your book, I was shocked of the things that you had written. It was very touching, and it had to been angel of God had to give you the wisdom that's
Yes.
in this book."
Wow.
And also, principal asked me to. He wanted his own copy because his wife had got a copy, and he wanted his own copy. Yeah.
Okay. He wants his own copy.
Yeah, he wants his own copy.
Okay.
It's a powerful book.
Okay. Okay.
One man told me that the book, that is a book that is a big book in a small book.
Because it's not, when you look at it, I have one here. When you actually look at the width of the book, it's not, like a big 6, 7, 8,000
That's
page
right.
book. But
And again, it is.
right. But then, it's a small book with a whole lot of meaning and education.
That's right.
When we hear the old cliche that big surprises come in small packages.
That's right.
So you can consider this
Yes.
as one of the small packages.
Yes.
Okay. With a whole lot of big surprises.
That's right.
And a lot of meaning.
As you get into it, you'll find out.
Yeah. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to simply talk about where you go from here with your book,
Okay.
as well as with the ministry that God has blessed you with.
All right.
Okay? We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back to wrap this show up. Stay with us. Are you living with HIV and AIDS? Did you know that clinical research is the major key in HIV treatment? Research allows people to live longer lives. If you're living with HIV, call the Washington University AIDS Clinical Trials Unit now to learn how you can volunteer to help find better treatment for yourself and others. Evaluations and study procedures are free. Call 314-454-0058 today.
In the end, good clinical research benefits everyone.
That's 454-0058. And we're back here at City Lights to pretty much wrap things up with Pastor Lancaster. But Pastor, we simply cannot go without you sharing with myself and the viewers. Where do you see yourself going with your book? Where do you see yourself in the future with the ministry that God has blessed you with?
I see them going many places, many cities, churches, many to many homes. I see my book traveling going many places, schools,
Okay.
all over to different countries. I
Okay.
see my book is going to reach a lot of people.
Okay, so a continuation of the book maybe getting into the hands of people and continuing to be a blessing to people.
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes, and
You-
they need this book on their shelf.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How hard do you think it's going to be, or how much of a challenge do you think it's going to be for you to get this book into schools?
Oh, it won't be no problem.
Okay.
This book sells itself. The title alone sells it.
Okay. Well, I ask you that question considering the fact that there's a big law of separation of church and state. So that's why I was asking, because of a lot of the controversy, with school and, even mentioning God, so that's what I was asking. But we're going to hope and pray that it won't be a problem, because out of all places, we certainly need ministry in our schools, back in our schools, because it once was there.
That's right.
When you were in school, it was there. When I was in school, which, mind you, it wasn't all that long ago, maybe a couple of years ago.
Yes, yes.
But when I was in school as well,
Okay.
we had ministry in school. It wasn't a problem to say God. And so it seems to really be a big problem now. What about your ministry? Where do you see your ministry going? This is a ministry that God has blessed you with. And so where do you see it going? Where do you pray that it go? What do you pray that the ministry do?
That I see my ministry. I see people calling me, writing me, sending for me to speak in, as I always have spoken many places.
Okay. You traveled a great deal.
Oh yes, a whole
At
lot.
one time, didn't
yes, I have spoken over 70 cities,
Okay.
over thousands of churches and ministry,
Okay.
and now with the book, it's unlimited. I got to take the limit off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is just really something. I have not. I have a desire to write a book. I have much within. I actually have the titles for 3 books, but I have not, at this point, started the pen to paper.
Okay.
But in speaking to you and having talked to you, the past couple of months about your book and your advertising about the book as well, it inspires me to go on and put the pen to paper. I think all of us have a story to tell. All of us have something
Yes.
as we continue to build a relationship with God. All of us have our own story. And then, of course, we have His story.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned earlier you wanted to expound on the
eagle?
If you can just briefly, we're just about out of time, but if you can
Okay.
just briefly tell us about the eagle.
I like to say why I chose the eagle. Someone asked me a question, why did I chose the eagle on my book?
Okay.
The eagle is a type of the sons of the Most High God.
Right.
God, He shall gather all His eagles
Right.
together. See, eagle, when he look for his food, he flies into the heavens. As you can see, the sky, which stand for
Right,
the heaven,
right.
which stand in the spirit realm, stand for the
Right,
spirit realm.
right.
So when the eagle look for his food, he flies up high. And when he can't see it, he flies up. And then when he sees his food, he reaches down, might see a little rabbit. He come down right quickly and
Okay.
pick it up. An eagle never eat nothing that is dead. But a vulture eats something that is
Right.
dead.
Wow.
It stays close to the ground.
Yes.
And the ground represents the earth realm.
And where an eagle flies high.
That's right.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's awesome. Pastor, we're out of time. Give us a telephone number real quick if there's viewers that want to get in touch with you or further talk to you about your book or your ministry. Give us a telephone number where they can contact you.
Yes, if anyone like to contact me concerning my book, they can call me at area code 618-979-8199. Or you can call me at area code 618-223-1013.
Okay, okay. Well, we're going to take another break and we'll simply come back and wrap up this show. Okay? Stay tuned. We'll be right back to wrap it up. Stay with us.
At Electronic Tax Service, we're at the door waiting to serve you. Walk-ins are welcome to those who qualify. We work hard to complete your tax return so you can have your tax refund check in hand as soon as the next day. Come to Electronic Tax Service at 4144 Lindell Boulevard, Suite 126, or call 314-534-1911 and we'll have you too jumping for joy.
And we're back here once again at City Lights to wrap up this edition. Once again, the name of Pastor Lancaster's book is Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God. The book is on sale at the Word Christian Bookstore and at Border Bookstores. Pastor Lancaster, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming and sharing with us. And we will have the telephone number out there again for the viewers. I know you said the number was new, but I really appreciate your time and I appreciate you coming and just speaking of your ministry and most importantly of the works of God. Thank you.
Thank you.
As for you, we'll meet you back next week, same place, same time, for another God-blessed edition of City Lights. City Lights is a pre-taped presentation of CL Gospel Video and Advertising. If you would like more information on our guest, advertising, or have questions on today's show, call us 314-371-4222, or you can write City Lights Gospel TV, 4144 Lindell Boulevard, Suite 134, St. Louis, Missouri 63108, and you can email cltvtalk@aol.com. This edition of City Lights was hosted by Ruth Starr. Special thanks to Pastor Stevie Lancaster, today's special guest. Also, special thanks to all of our sponsors for this edition of City Lights. Today's focus was on the book entitled Hidden Secrets of the Mind of God. Make plans to join us next week, St. Louis, for yet another inspiring and spirit-filled edition of City Lights. The knowledge of the secret of the kingdom